nag-post ka kanina, no, sabi mo 99% na most likely hindi maibibigay itong apila ni Rodrigo Duterte. What made you so sure or almost sure that the appeal would be rejected?
Because the decision, kasi sa totoo, yung kung if we were to be kumaga technical about it, binabalikan lang nila ang naging desisyon na ng 3 huwes. So may pre-trial chamber na nag-decide na noon. Ang tanong na lang, nagkamali ba sila? Parang ganun yung atake nung sa appeals decision. Kaya nung binabaybay yung parang grounds, ang lumalabas, hindi sila nagkamali. Kasi sinunod lang nila kung ano yung nasa patakaran ng ICC. Kaya confident ako, nung nabasa ko yung unang decision, hindi sila lumayo dun sa parameters or criteria na set by the ICC. Kaya ang parang apela na lang ni Kaufman ay baka na-misappreciate nyo yung facts. Kaya yun yung lumabas naman na hindi, there was reasonable basis to believe na talagang hindi dapat makalaya si Duterte.
Pwede ba sabihin na parang, of course, may substantive portion itong appeal na ito, no? Pero kung ikaw yung nasa defense, this is something that you had to go through as well. Kasi alam mo na most likely hindi maigagrant yung appeal, di ba? Pwede ba sabihin na yun?
Oh, yes. Pero from the tone of the appeal, I think they thought, kumbaga, that they had the chance. What they focused on in their appeal was the current condition of the president. Kumbaga, ayun ko sana sabihin, kaya alam mo, parang paawa effect. In fact, parang
drama.
Paragraph number 3 pa lang, he is 80 years old. Kumbaga, ganun ang eksena. Kaya sabi ko, naku, the way they approach it is, so eto yung facts, eto yung law, etc. Pero alam nyo, ano siya matanda kawawa naman. Kung sakasakali, maaaring gumana yon kasi hindi ko alam kung napag-usapan na natin, pero yung ganito katanda, hindi pa natatrial sa ICC, pero sa other tribunals, international tribunals, merong mas matatanda. Pero for the ICC as this court, medyo first time nila ito na ang 80 years old ang anuhin mo, ang pag-uusapan mo. Pero buti na lang, they stuck to their guns. It's just reiterating the laws as provided by the Rome Statute.
Does it mean na tuloy na ba yung trial dito? Kasi 'di ba meron din silang sinasabi na impaired yung cognitive skills itong si Rodrigo Duterte. So basically, he's not capable to stand trial, or that is an entirely different issue altogether?
Well, yan ang balakid. Kasi if we were to talk of trial as on the merits, kumbaga, ito ang kaso, ito ang ebidensya, wala pa nga tayo doon. Yan ang natatanging balakid na iiwan na hadlang bago makapag-proceed tayo ng confirmation of charges hearing. Sabi niya, actually may isa pang atake or may isa pang challenge, pero na-reject na yon. Yun yung challenge to jurisdiction. I-park ko lang kasi yon naman nasa appeals chamber na rin. Pero dito sa pre-trial chamber, which is moving along with the case or will be the one who will decide, start na ng trial, may one last issue, whether he is fit to stand trial. Yung deadlines lang doon, yung report, yung comments ng prosecutor, parang December uubusin na nun yung working days of the court, kaya January na mas malamang pagpapasyahan to. So, in the meantime, medyo Merry Christmas muna. Ang appeals chamber naman will now next talk about jurisdiction, and that is actually a larger issue. Kasi kung fitness to stand trial, ang makaka-eskapo lang doon si Duterte kasi siya hindi na niya kaya. Pero may kaso pa rin or meron pa rin pinag-uusapan sa ICC. Kung walang kapangyarihan ng ICC, that is a different matter altogether. As if zero lahat, back to zero ang lahat. At yung pagtatago ni Bato, baka bigla siyang magpakita kasi walang jurisdiction ng ICC. Yan, na-reject na ng pre-trial chamber pero nakapending sa appeals chamber.
Okay. Pero in the meantime, dahil na-settle na itong issue ng interim release, so habang nililitis yung kanyang kaso, habang itong buong proseso pinagdaraanan, nakakulong si Rodrigo Duterte.
Yes.
Okay.
Magpapasko, magti-Three Kings, Valentine's malamang sa malamang.
Okay. Ano yung gano'ng kalaking factor itong mga binibitawang salita ng kanyang mga supporters, ng kanyang mga trolls, ng kanyang mga sycophants dito sa pagkaka-reject ng kanyang apila?
Ay, thank you very much po dahil yung buong first ground of the appeal ay patungkol doon sa criteria or parameters of detention of ordering someone to be detained. So flight risk ba yan? Will that person interfere with proceedings and then will commit crimes? Yung first two ay ang laki ng contribution ng supporters. Yung last kasi, yung will commit crimes, si Duterte mismo yun eh. Kasi nangako siya nung Quadcom, November 13 hearing, sabi niya, when I become mayor, I will double, referring to killings in Davao. Yung first two, flight risk, the fact that his supporters, syempre, unahin natin si dapat pinagpapasalamatan, VP Sara. Kasi siya yung nagsabing, itakas natin yan. Calling the 16 million who voted. Naalala ko yun na, nakakatakot yun from a speech point of view. Because you're putting out acts which could be acted upon by, or suggestions which could be acted upon by some other person. Kumbaga, parang clear and present danger yun kung may tamaan dun sa 16 million na yun. At sabihin, itakas natin yan. At yung binanggit ito sa decision ng pre-trial chamber pero hindi pinag-focusan ng appeals chamber. The fact that they're asking and the fact that they're calling and saying that there are fake witnesses is a delegitimization of the court. So flight risk na, possible threat pa dun sa proceedings itself.
Yung network of supporters niya, 'di ba? Factor 'yan eh.
Wow. Makailang ulit binanggit yan, yung associates and network. Kasi para sa ICC, ang argument kasi ni Kaufman, hindi na, bakit tumawag na ba yan? Nag-ano na ba yan? Nagsabi na, tatakas ako. Yun yung argument niya, hindi ako flight risk kasi hindi ko sinasabing tatakas ako. But the mere fact that you are well connected, you have money, and as former president, he has access to so many heads of state or former heads of state. Yung isa nga nagbabalik di ba si Trump ang kasabayan ni Duterte at one point. So he has access to these people and it's the possibility, not just the inevitability of something happening that goes into the court's decision. So kumbaga, pag nakita lang ng korte na posibleng makatakas to kasi mayor to, vice president yung anak, pwede na siyang mag-decide against interim release.